Hello and welcome. Before we begin, we'd like to take a brief moment to share an important disclaimer. The views, opinions, and statements expressed on the Rascals Lounge podcast are solely those of the host and guests and do not reflect the views of any organization, employer, or sponsor. This podcast is provided as is and is intended solely for informational and entertainment purposes. Discussions on this podcast may include topics such as politics, vaccines, the pharmaceutical industry, professional sports, esports professionals and organizations, content creators, music, medicine, law, science, psychology, herbal medicine, supplements, cannabis, nicotine, alcohol, religious leaders, faith-based beliefs, and other related subjects. All commentary is based on publicly available information, personal experience, or personal opinion. Any references to public figures, political parties, politicians, athletes, organizations, religious groups, or individuals, living or deceased, are opinion-based and are not intended as factual claims or statements that could harm reputations. No content on this podcast is meant to defame, discredit, or negatively impact the reputation of any person, group, political party, religious faith, or entity. The host and guests expressly disclaim all liability for defamation, libel, slander, or any misinterpretation of the views expressed. This podcast does not provide professional advice of any kind. Comments or discussions involving doctors, scientists, psychologists, attorneys, athletes, religious leaders, politicians, or other professionals, including those related to health, training, injuries, performance, the pharmaceutical industry, herbal remedies, supplements, cannabis, nicotine, alcohol, vaccines, or alternative treatments, are intended for general informational purposes only. Listeners should never start, stop, or alter any medication, treatment plan, religious practice, legal action, financial decision, or substance use based solely on content heard on this podcast. Always consult with a licensed professional or qualified advisor in the relevant field before making any decisions related to health, law, religion, finance, or lifestyle. The host and guests make no representations or warranties regarding the accuracy, completeness, or suitability of the information presented, and disclaim all responsibility for errors, omissions, or outcomes resulting from the use of this content. The podcast and its content are provided as is, without any express or implied warranties of any kind. By listening to, reading, or otherwise accessing this podcast, you acknowledge and agree that the Rascals Lounge podcast, including its host and guests, shall not be held liable for any interpretations, actions, or consequences resulting from the content of this program. We strongly encourage all listeners to think critically, do their own research, and form independent judgments before acting on any topic discussed. Listener discretion is advised. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Welcome to the Rascals Lounge podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rascals Lounge podcast. Well, today we got a special guest, and guys, this guy is special, heavy duty. This guy is strong. He is good. He's a professional esports player. He's a knockout puncher. Let me tell you, you don't want to mess with this guy when you're playing. Alec Fultz.
Wow. I mean,
Alec Fultz from
what an intro.
Space Station Gaming. Well, former now, right? Former?
Yeah. Former Space Station now, but wow, what an intro. I appreciate that. I'm excited to, I've never really done a podcast before, so I'm excited to crack into it and, hopefully give out some info that people maybe don't know about me or, just sit and have a good conversation. So.
Oh, yeah. It's all, man, let me tell you the truth. I had a couple of people that have come on the podcast and never been on a podcast before, and I just say, listen, just breathe, relax. Don't think you're on a podcast. Think you're on a phone conversation with a buddy that you haven't spoke to in years.
Yeah.
And it's very simple. The thing is the chemistry. It kind of balances out. If there's good chemistry, it's going to flow freaking good versus there's some that it won't flow good. And that depends how the host is going to kind of like direct and make everything work out. Because, the people will listen and they will like, wait, something is not clicking here. The vibes are not there. So you have to figure out how to make it, go smooth until the end. But there's ones that the conversations will go on and you're like, oh my freaking goodness, almost 3 hours here, bro. We gotta go.
Yeah.
It's like, dang it, I could talk for another extra 2 hours. So
yeah, well, cool.
But yeah, it's fun.
I'll try to make your job easy then. I won't try to make you scatter too much.
No, you're good, man. I know you're good people, man. I know it's gonna go smooth. You're gonna go, bro. It is freaking going crazy on Rainbow Six Siege, man.
Yeah.
What the heck is going on?
It's a bonfire right now. Everybody's making changes. Yeah.
I can't believe it. I mean, the changes are not just the little changes. These are drastic changes.
Yeah, because usually like after, SI, which is what kind of like the year wraps up to, it's what the year builds up to.
Mm-hmm.
That's when a lot of people's players' contracts expire, and then they're allowed to kind of look at other options. But it's been especially bad this year because the skins in the game didn't like sell a lot last year. So not only are you getting players from teams that didn't perform well making roster moves, you're also getting players from top organizations that are making changes just because they can get more money. Like I know you interviewed Adrian from Secret, you have Joom from Secret as well. Like those guys had an amazing year, but it just
Correct.
comes down to, the amount that Secret was able to pay them, or these top orgs are able to pay them, because, the money's not really, really great for Siege right now. So you're seeing roster changes really across the board.
Yeah. I was in shock. I'm going to be really honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
especially with Team Secret. I mean, I love those folks. I mean, I love everybody. I can't, as a podcaster now, I got to be very non-biased. Yes, my heart, there's a section in my heart that's going to be always towards Wild Card White because they picked me up and they came to me and
Mm-hmm.
want you to be part of the org. So, of course, I have a sweet spot. But all these players from different orgs, from what was Team Wild and, Team Secret, I love them. They're really, really good, decent people. And I was just so in shock when they made the announcement that Joom, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Such a phenomenal. And this is not a team. I can understand if they came in last and didn't do
Exactly.
good, but this team came in second.
Yeah, they're an
They
elite
won the
team.
World Cup. I mean, hello.
Yeah.
Came in second. And I'm like, okay, what the heck is going on here?
Yeah.
And then Space Station came out. We're saying we're going to let go of everybody. I was like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like very drastic. And I know there's money. Everybody knows money has to be involved.
Yeah.
But for a team that is on the second place, I wouldn't expect that. I would expect that they would have kept them for another, or would have fought for them. And say, okay, I mean, I don't know. I'm speculating because I'm sure they might have fought, or they might have say, hey, listen, if you take a pay cut, this could work. If you don't take a pay cut. But then again, you got other teams reaching out. They say, hey, we're willing to pay, So I know it's business. It's all about money and, and business.
Yeah, it is. And yeah, I agree. With the Secret thing, it had to be something pretty drastic because I know those guys were kind of similar to us in like the sense that they were all like good buddies and like they had great chemistry together. So for them to leave each other, it had to be something pretty substantial. And the money that's going to be getting offered to players like Joom, is going to be pretty good. So because he's of the year he had. So
well, there was this rumor allegedly that Shaiko was gonna get swapped from Falcons to go to Team Secret, and then it was posted on the internet and on X, but I don't believe everything they post. So what people be posting.
Yeah.
There's back channels you could probably go and find out, but then if you find out, you got to keep your mouth shut. So you just there's you can't even say not even a hint of word,
No,
but. I was like, that's the first one. I was like, oh, this is not true. There's no freaking way.
Yeah. Yeah. From a player perspective, it's funny to see some of those rumors because you're sitting back like having a lot more info than some of these people, and you're just like laughing because some of them are so like wrong, frankly. They're just so wrong. Like, but they think they know what's going on. But
yeah. I mean, that's wild, man.
Yeah.
And then with Space Station, with the org that you were with, I mean, I was blown away because I'm going to tell you something. That's one thing that I respect about the group of guys that are in your team. You guys were the team that always clutches for some odd reason. You guys are coming out of the woodworks and all of a sudden, boom, Space Station wins. Boom. I'm like, holy crap. What the heck? They just came out of nowhere and just start winning and winning and winning. And then come to know it, you're in the finals.
Yeah.
I'm like, this team is really good. They're freaking dangerous. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Tom Brady. They're just at the end, and they're just at that last quarter. All of a sudden, you guys are just
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying.
You understand what I mean? I mean,
Yeah,
you
yeah, I
guys
get you.
have a really unique style that usually you guys could go against Brazilians, you guys could go against Europeans, and you guys know how to battle against them, and you guys do a phenomenal job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's like what a lot of people know us for is kind of just like the culture that we've set. Our coach call out is like very performance based, and what I mean by like performance is like getting like all of he can out of players with like tools outside of the game as well as tools inside of the game, whether that's like, you know, working out for, you know, XYZ benefits for our mental, or with it's whether it's supplements, whether it's how to build a team culture and what that looks like. So I think that's like our biggest strength, like that we had on Space Station, was we were getting the most that we could out of each, like, of our players and of our like team in general, and whether that led to success or not is a different story. But like one thing I think that was like the reason for, I think, for our consistency as a roster. We were always showing up at events. We were always, you know, fighting a good battle. And I think that was like truly the difference. That's what I think of when I think of like Space Station.
Yeah. I mean, I always think of Space Station as a team that goes ahead and clutches, man. It's like for some reason you guys freaking clutch everything. And then if you're rooting for one thing, like, man, I like that. Then you guys come along and just stomp them. I was like, oh
Yeah.
God, what the heck just happened? You know, you guys know how to clutch. And it was just like freaking good organization. And I think the chemistry with you guys got this wild one, Ashen.
Yeah.
He was pretty wild. He's like the crazy guy, and you see him on camera just jumping and making signs and acting like a goofball. And I'm like, oh man, this guy's a character. I love him, man.
Yeah, Ashen's, he's a nut. I love him. He's so funny. Because I think like a kind of like a misconception with Ashen is a lot of people do think he's just like that all the time, and that he does that purely because he wants to, like, you know, talk his talk. But there's also like the side of it where that like the fans don't see, where he's really truly doing that to just get in the enemy team's head. Like, because what's the downside? Like, he gets some, you know, hate on the internet or whatever, but the plus side is, you know, you can get in your opponent's head, which as a competitor that trumps, you know, what people think about you. So
also, yeah, I know. He likes to troll them and get into their heads and just tick them off, because once you get in their heads, the game is yours. You're gonna start winning.
Yeah.
I remember when I used to be playing, you know, hardcore every single day. I used to type on the enemy team, and there were just people, you know, the enemy team will be saying, oh, easy, you guys are easy. I'm like, okay, I'm going to switch this around. I go, man, you're right. You're going to win, man. You guys are going to win. Just slack off, you know, give us a little break, you know, go easy on us, man, because you're going to win. Damn, you're really good, man. And then the guys say, I know I'm good. I said, bro, you're just way better. You know, you're going to win. Just go easy on us. And all of a sudden, I keep on repeating it a whole bunch of times. You notice the person stays quiet, then they start losing. I'm like, dang it, you almost got this, man. Hurry up, man. Just end our misery. And it just like reverse psychology. And it just always freaking works. It would just tick them off, man. So I noticed that Ashton used to just go crazy. And I know he does that on purpose. I know he just does it, but a lot of fans would get annoyed and they would just like take it personal. Oh, I can't stand him. I'm like, listen, he's just trolling. He's just getting on their heads. It's like boxers.
Yeah.
Boxers before a fight, they'll trash talk as much as they can.
Right.
To get inside their opponent's head. But then at the end of the fight, they're shaking hands and everything is cool.
Yeah.
Wow, man. That's funny. That's funny. So, folks, when you started, did you started playing Rainbow when you got into competitive scene, or was it a different game that you were into, or?
In my early days, like I would say like 14, 15, I was a big COD guy. Like I played COD on Xbox, and then I started to play like game battles. And for people who know what that is, like MLG and all that type of stuff. And then like 16, 17, I started playing like Go 4s on Xbox through Siege, and like was really like falling in love with Siege. I had Siege since like release, like 2015. But then had got pretty good at Xbox, and I knew at that point if you were good and you wanted to, go pro, you had to switch to PC because they removed like the Xbox Pro League. So switched to PC, and then kind of just went from there.
Now, was the transition kind of easy for you, or did it take some time?
Yeah, it was honestly pretty easy because I had a lot of other like Xbox buddies kind of doing the same thing, and I think it only took me, I think I was only playing PC for a little over like 6-7 months before I went pro, so like it was a pretty quick turnaround. Yeah, it was less than a year that I was on PC when I went pro.
Bro, I still can't get rid of my controller, and I play controller on PC. But I'm an old geek, so I've been playing on controller for so many years, and I'm trying to do mouse and keyboard, and it's just like,
yeah,
bro, it's for me. I'm like, I'm just too old for it. I'm just gonna keep on playing, and I'm not gonna go pro or anything like that. I just like to have some fun, and to be really honest, I just stick to unrank. I play a couple matches here and there. Boom, shut off my PC. Done. Or I'll do my flight simulator because I love to fly and relax. Then go to work and do the podcast. And that's basically it. Because I'm more now dedicated to the podcasting and and then work and my life that I have with my kids and everything. But yeah, man, going from Xbox to PC. A lot of people, they struggle that transition because they're so used to the controller. Yeah. And then you went to mouse and keyboard in 6 months. You went pro? What the heck, man?
It might have been a little longer than that. I'm not sure. I have to look. But yeah, like around that. Yeah, the biggest, like the best advice for people that are switching over is like you said, a lot of people struggle with the exact same thing that you did. And I did the same thing. Is like I had to like pretty much like sell my controller. Like I was like, I cannot touch that thing because I kept wanting to like plug it back in and use what's comfortable, right? Because it is very uncomfortable getting used to a mouse and keyboard. But when you're younger and you have hours to grind, you don't have a family like yourself, you don't have all these other priorities, like you can sit there and spend 6-7 hours a day and like just like I'm gonna master this and just kind of put your mind to that. So
wow. And you were a COD guy. Out of all the CODs, what was your favorite?
Ooh, I unfortunately like because I didn't get to play like all of them like to like their fullest because I know a lot of people are gonna listen to this and be like, how did you not like think this one was the best? But like the ones I spent the most time on was like MW3, COD Ghosts, and Black Ops. Would have been 2 or 3. No, it was 3. It was the one with like the abilities. Yeah, those 3 was like the one I spent the most time on. The ones I played like competitively.
Really?
Yeah, I played with just like my buddies and stuff. But I would do like they had like wagers and stuff back in the day. Like I would be, sweating buckets as like a 15-16-year-old for like a $1 wager, like which I look back and I think that's hilarious. But
yeah. Oh man, I love COD. I was really into Modern Warfare. I think it was the first one that came out. They did a remaster.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you.
I think it's COD 4 you're thinking of, or like one of those. Because I know they remastered that one, or the World at War. Maybe you're thinking of.
No, World at War. No,
okay.
That one I remember that one. I love that one too. But yeah, it was. I think it was 3, Modern Warfare 3, or yeah, it's. I'm gonna look it up. They did a remaster. Modern Warfare. Let me see.
I think the remaster one was called Modern Warfare Remastered because I played that one too. But I think the original one was called COD 4. I'm not 100% on that.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. Yeah, it was the one you see the. See if I could just show it to you. I don't know if it's gonna probably show it. No, it's not. It's the you see the guy in green.
Yeah. I know the one.
Yeah,
I played that one a lot.
That was the one. That one, there was a glitch that you could hide inside of a rock. There was a way you jump in and boom, it was a horrible glitch. I mean, it was a glitch that a lot of people were using, and you keep on jumping in front of it, and then all of a sudden you fall inside. The enemy can't see you, but you could shoot and kill everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was dirty. I found out that trick, and I was just like killing people left and right, and you'll see the people try to shoot at me, shoot the rock. Yeah. The only way you could kill me was by a bazooka and hitting underneath the rock, aiming it underneath to kill the person.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was a horrible glitch, but then they patched it up. They did an update and eliminated that. Yeah, I used to really go hardcore on Call of Duty until Rainbow Six came out.
Mm-hmm.
Upgrade your screen time, whether you're gaming, working, or just browsing, with Gamer Advantage blue light blocking eyewear. They are expertly crafted for gamers or for anyone that's in front of a screen for long hours. Featuring Resme lens technology, these glasses are engineered to minimize digital eye strain and shield your eyes from the detrimental effects of blue light. Doctor recommended, potentially boost focus and significantly enhance sleep quality, ensuring you stay at the top of your game. Visit GamerAdvantage.com for more information and use promo code RASCALS at checkout to get 10% off your purchase. I do earn a commission when you use the promo code, which helps sustain and grow the podcast. Once again, visit GamerAdvantage.com for more information and use promo code RASCALS at checkout to get 10% off your purchase. So when Rainbow came out, what was your first thought? Do you like it or you hate it? Because a lot of the guys just hated it, the first one, when it came out in beta.
Mm-hmm. I didn't play beta, but I just played I got it for Christmas in 2015, and I played it some here and there with some of my IRL friends, and I didn't really dive hard into it until I think a year later after release is when I started to play it a lot. But yeah, on release I thought it was cool, but I didn't obsess over it, I guess.
Wow. For me, a lot of time, Rainbow, what kind of helped me boost myself to get more into Rainbow was actually watching Kickstar. If it wasn't for him, my interest would have been as much into the game.
Yeah.
There's usually somebody, and it goes for any type of sports. A lot of people they're into basketball because when they were young, the first person they fell in love with, was Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
I want to be like Michael Jordan. Wow. Now I'm hooked. Oh, I see Kobe. Wow. Like in golf, people saw Tiger Woods and a whole bunch of young kids, a lot of people just got into golf. When it came to Rainbow, for me, was Kickstarter. I didn't have any interest. I saw him and it was just like, boom. Okay. This guy is from another planet.
Yeah.
For you, who was that person that you saw? You were like, okay, this guy's phenomenal. I like to be like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say the biggest ones for me would have been definitely Pengu. I watched Pengu a lot, and then he's kind of what got me interested into the pro scene as well. And then as well as King George, I watched him a lot back in the day. Bolo. He was kind of the young cracked kid, which resonated with me a little bit. Skittles as well. Just kind of a lot of those guys got me. They were who I'd watch when I was at school, just wanting to play the game, but I couldn't. And I would say though, King George and Pengu are the one that really make me want to go into the competitive side though.
Wow. Have you ever got to play with any of them?
Yeah, I've played with all of them at this point, I'm sure. Maybe I'm trying to think if I played with Pengu. He's maybe the only one I haven't. But I've met him, I've talked to him in person and all that. Yeah.
He's a cool guy.
He is, yeah. He's cool. He's had a ton of success in Siege too. So.
Oh yeah, he's tons of success. I actually mod for him.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's really cool because he saw I used to. He's like, damn, you mod for a lot of people, a lot of pro players. Like, yeah, that that's how I kind of like started way back, and he's like, yeah, you're really nice. I'll put you to mod for me and all this, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then he follows me on Twitter, and that was like a big, for me, I was like honored. But I'll reach out to him and everything. He's very busy guy, very busy, but very nice.
Yeah, he is a nice guy.
Very nice guy, and I there's a lot of people like, oh, I don't like him and all this, and I will listen. And I'll say, why you don't like Pengu? Oh, he got Shaiko in trouble, and it didn't have to do that. It could have been sorted out separately. And I'm like, well, let's water underneath the bridge. They probably know more than what we know, and things are sorted out. And I said, look at it. Now that you see them shaking hands all the time, and they have respect for each other, and they're friends now. So.
Right. Said, yeah. If they're not mad about it, why are we on the internet mad about it?
Yeah. Why this? And so it's like with everything, everybody sees something negative about somebody. But I said, once you get to meet them, they're so nice, such a nice guy.
They are. That's the new trend on the internet. You gotta find hate in it some way. You gotta find something not to like. Unfortunately.
I know, right? And for people to like grow or succeed, they think hating and bashing it helps, and it doesn't. It doesn't help at all.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, between you and I mean, well, now the world is listening. I know, and I know there's a lot of jerks.
Yeah.
In the pro scene. We just keep it quiet.
Yeah.
I keep it very quiet. I know who's who now. I kind of know who are the some people their egos are way too high.
Yeah.
They think like they're better than others. And I know some that are just very humble, and they're just the nicest human being you can ever meet. But a lot, their egos are like, they think they're the greatest of all greats. And I'm like, come on, man. At this time, there's no need to be like that.
Yeah, no, there's not. And I think a lot of them hopefully will like learn that as they get older, because I think even I, like looking back, like there's times where I've been like egotistical or like very immature. It's because you're 18, 19, and then you start making like quite a lot of money for your age, and then you have fans and stuff, and a lot of that stuff can honestly get to your head if you're not careful. But as you get older, you realize we're all people, we're all living on the same planet, and at the end of the day, we play a video game. Like, we're not like it is cool and it is special, but like that's no reason to put yourself above another person or to treat them with disrespect, because there's a lot of people, like, even before you go pro, and when you're younger, like, you're looking for a way in, and like, if you didn't have somebody like a coach or something kind of like level with you and give you a shot, why are you being all egotistical? Because that's kind of like the way in. As a younger guy, you kind of have to have somebody that takes you under your wing and treats you with respect and gives you a shot. So that's kind of how I see it.
So true, man. So true. I work in the medical field, and don't get me wrong, I see that even in the hospital setting. Some doctors, young doctors,
their
freaking egos are. I'm like, dude, chill out, man.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't for me and several nurses, that patient wouldn't be alive.
Yeah.
While you're out, in the office documenting papers, I'm the one that caught something. The nurse went ahead and caught something, So it's kind of like, just let that ego go a little bit down, just lower it down. I know you're driving the nicest, fancy, vehicle out there.
Right.
But you gotta like chill a little bit.
Yeah, it's team environment, even in your scenario. Like, what's what's having ego gonna do for anybody? Like, it's gonna make your colleagues resent you, or whatever the case.
You know, and the fans get that. You know, they could smell it really quick.
Mm-hmm.
They could smell it really quick. They know who's humble and they know who's not. Because I mean, you could feel it.
Yeah.
You could feel it, and it's sad because on the long term, it doesn't help out. Because once you get done, let's say for instance, you decide to retire. You're like, okay, I don't want to do pro scene no more.
Yeah.
Then you got to rely on content creation if you want to continue making money.
Right.
And then the fans that watch you and they're going to be seeing you, those are the fans that, they're going to be loyal. They're going to stick with you no matter what.
Mm.
And if you're humble, you're going to have tons of people. But if the Eagles is there and you're acting really cocky, people just like little by little just weed off.
Yeah.
It's sad, but it's something that does go on a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's not only in Rainbow, but it happens in almost every sport. And, there is.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Even in football, even in baseball. Heck, there was a baseball. I'm not going to mention his name, but he was a catcher. A very popular catcher in Puerto Rico, where I'm from. And he played for the Major League Baseball. And I worked in valet parking. I was in my 20s or something like that. And he came in and I was like, whoa, this guy's here. And I was so freaking happy. And he gave me the keys to his vehicle. Said, just park it over here. I'm not going to go to, I'm going to be only here for 30 minutes and then I got to get going. I'm like, sure,
Mm.
So when he came in, I noticed already he just walked with his head stuck up high and all this. I'm like, man, this guy's nothing like I see on TV. So I go to him, I say, listen, if it's okay with you, I just want, an autograph. Can you just dedicate it to me? Because nobody's going to believe me. And he looked at me, he goes, I won't dedicate it to you, but I'll just sign an autograph. With an attitude. And it wasn't that he was rushed or he was busy. He had to go. Because you could tell he was just waiting for his other friends to arrive. And once I saw that from him, I was like, you know what? Let's wait another day. Let's wait. Don't worry about it for now.
Mm.
I just didn't want it.
Yeah.
I just didn't want it. I said it left a bad taste, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't care who you are now. You just ruined everything. And it was the attitude, the cockiness, the way he said it and the way he acted. And I was like, I said, screw it. I don't want it.
Yeah.
Even now, if he said, okay, I'll dedicate, I wouldn't even want it. Because this leaves a bad taste.
Yeah, no, it does. And that's what I think, like, so the people that are like the best at that are like famous or have popularity or whatever is, they like don't brush off any of those interactions because they know that like obviously if you're them, they get those all the time. But if you're the person that, is meeting their idol or like somebody they look up to, it's the only time they're going to get that chance. So I think the people that are best at that, like, take that into consideration,
Yeah. Wow.
But
Now,
yeah, they say never meet your idols. I think that's what they say. Or never meet your heroes.
Yeah, never meet them because you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens, man. It happens a lot. A lot of people meet their idols, and I say 90% they get disappointed.
Yeah.
Because they expected what they see on camera is that what they're gonna get.
Yeah.
And I experienced, man, there was this content creator. I'm not gonna mention names because I know people want to, but I'm not. Bro, the nicest, friendliest content creator you could ever like encounter. I have brought friends, like, check out this guy. We'll go in, check him out, and they're like, bro, this guy's really friendly. I'm like, right. So one day I reached out to him via Discord, privately and say, hey, listen, can we talk real quick? He goes, I only got a minute, but yeah, let's go ahead. So when we talked, bro, like the most rudest. Yeah, what happened? No, I just want to know. Say, hey, by the way, hi, how you doing? My name is Jeff. And I said, he goes, okay, yeah, what? I'm like, no, I just want to know if you would like to come on the podcast. We could talk about this game that you're really good in and all this and that. And he's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't think I'm going to have time. I was like, but we'll just find out the time that you want that's more comfortable for you. And it's just like very obnoxious and rude. At the end of that conversation, I'm like, okay, fine. We'll figure this out in the future. And if you want to and you're down, we'll just go ahead and do it. He's like, yeah, okay, man. Well, I'll let you go. Bye. I'm like, that really cool. And I'm like, okay, because he's going to start streaming. And when he went to streaming mode, totally switch. Hey, how's everybody doing? And then I went and type in, yo, I'm here in the house, and whatever I type in, he goes, hey, Dr. VDAC, how are you? I said, oh my gosh. Just like completely fake. Yeah. I said, this guy's freaking rude, off the cameras. And it's so unfortunate because, it's something really weird that I don't see him growing. There's a certain amount of viewers that he'll get, and he just doesn't grow after that. They just reach a cap. Boom, that's it. And it's sad because he does bring good content, but something, man, when I got to talk to him in person, it was like damn, this is not what what you think behind cameras. Yeah. It sucks. Have you ever encountered that? Like now that you were in pro scene, I mean, you're a pro and behind cameras that a lot of people like we don't see backstage. You ever gotten like into a little like a riff-raff with somebody? Like, dude, this guy's a jerk. I thought this guy was cool.
Honestly, not really. I've had more of like the opposite happen because like at least me, I'm not like me and really my whole team, we're not super active on like social media, so I'm not really like invested into like people's online personalities too much. So when I meet them in person, it's kind of just what it is. And I've had some people in my mind I've just like thought like, like playing against them or streaming against them, like, that guy doesn't seem that cool, or like he doesn't seem that friendly, or I have a pre-planned like personality of what I think that person's going to be like. And then more often than not, I would say I'm more pleasantly surprised when I'm in person with them or like have a conversation. I'm like, oh man, like they were cooler, or they're, they were smarter or more intelligent than I thought they were. So I would say that's happened to me more often than kind of like the scenario you're talking about. But I think that's also because I'm not like, I don't really get invested in like people's online personalities too much. So maybe that's why.
Yeah, that's true. That's true because us that are right now outside, we only see what we, what we see, what we see on what they do on YouTube or what they put out on, when they stream on Twitch, etc. So, you just don't know how it really goes behind the scene. As for you, you're always on behind the scene because you're a pro player.
Yeah.
So, so you get to know a little bit more in depth. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Now, do you get to meet? I know Jinxie was part of. He was a content creator for a space station, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Is he still is, or
no.
I don't know.
No, he's not. I think he's orgless right now. I don't think he's under an organization.
Okay. Well, to be honest, he doesn't even have to. Because
no, he doesn't.
He makes good enough money, and I mean, obviously, he does bring in the viewership, and he does bring in, the fan base towards whoever he is sponsoring, but he doesn't really need it. I mean,
no. Yeah, he's huge.
When he was part of the org, do you guys got a chance to play with him?
Play with him, yes, but never met him in person. Yeah, I don't think. I think he went out to Utah maybe once for content, but other than that, I don't think he came to like any events or anything like that. So, I would have loved to meet him. But like we played with him I think a couple of times, or played against him one time. They did like a Xbox, like he did like a stack of Xbox players versus like our pro team for a video, and it was pretty funny. But that was like I think one of the only like interactions I personally had with him. But we were always like big fans of him when we were on the team. We would always like quote like all his like dumb sayings, like "all right," or just like like all his dumb stuff. Like especially my younger teammates, they just love that stuff. They eat it up. But
batting.
Yeah, sherry.
Yeah, he just invents stuff that just it gets people hooked into it.
Yeah, he's
so I'm
funny.
like, man, such a nice guy. I mean, as far as what I know, he's all I hear is down to earth, and him being with Space Station at one time. You know, I heard good things about him. These are good things. You know, there was a moment in time I thought Stompin was gonna go to Space Station.
Yeah, just because he's boys with Jinxie. I mean,
yeah. Actually, that's how Stompin got famous is because of Jinxie. Because Jinxie would put him to go 1v1 with some, top players.
Yeah.
And he was on console, and then he switched over, and it was like, and I remember Jinxie would tell some of his pro friends, it's like, what do you think? This is my boy good, right? Tell you, he's good.
Yeah, he is. And he actually is good.
He's good.
He surprised me, honestly.
Oh, me too. He reminds me a lot of Bolo.
Yeah.
Because Bolo came from being a YouTuber. And Bolo came into the pro scene, and he just like took off.
Right.
Stompin is done, on the same boat.
Yeah. No,
came in from consoles.
I have respect for especially a lot of the guys that come into like, and they have just a lot of hype around them. Like that's a lot of pressure that they have to like deal with, and kind of like the expectation to live up to. So yeah, like props to like Stompin, because that's not easy to do. When you have all these eyes on you and expectations, and then to like kind of fulfill that, is good stuff.
My thing is the pressure they have to endure.
Yeah.
Because of their popularity. Bolo went to that same situation because Bolo, when he came into the pro scene the first year, he didn't do that like superb. And then the fans out there were just like roasting him. And I remember Kickstar had to step in and say, hey guys, chill out. Yeah. This is very, very difficult. It's not easy. You guys think this is like playing rank? Is not. And he had to, take the bat for Bolo and say, listen, you guys are really wrong. Once you're in Pro League, this is nothing like rank.
No, it's not.
And they're like, leave this guy alone, chill out.
Yeah.
Give him some time. Let him, get adjusted, because this is totally different. It's so freaking true, man.
It is, yeah. No, it is. And it's like kind of hard to tell, from a spectator's POV what it feels like, and like kind of like one, what it feels like in the game, and then two, like kind of all the work that like goes up into it. Like, the viewers don't see all these pro teams practicing 5-6 days a week, in the like going through different VODs of all these teams and making counter strats and looking at all their setups. It really is like a game of chess. But like all the viewers see is, the final product of us just in the server with, you can see all the outlines. It's real nice and easy for you. But it is honestly a very big adjustment for newer players, and something that is not it's not easy to deal with initially, I'll say.
True.
And then you add pressure that like something like, I mean, everybody has pressure in the pro scene, but like especially if you're a big name, that kind of gets stacked exponentially. But yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents on it.
No, I agree 100% because the fans, they just don't understand.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you're going against Ashen, you're going against Fultz, you're going to get crushed. You know, it's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
And it's not just one person you're going against. You're going against 5 freaking pros.
Yeah. Yeah.
They, you know, it's like, hello, the team that I'm going to go against, all the guys are pros. They're all great. They're the best of the best. That's why they're professionals.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're playing rank, and in that rank match, the enemy team has 1 good player or has 2 good players. On this one, you're going against 5 freaking good players. And if whoever wins or loses, the next team you're going to face, you got another face 5 professionals. Yeah. And it's just so freaking difficult. I'm going to tell you, I played before. I did a couple unranked matches with a couple buddies of mine. They're pros, like Packer and some of these guys. And then I did a ranked match. I'm going to be really honest with you. I don't ever want to do it again. I tell them, I love you guys, but see you, I don't want to be you. And I'm not freaking playing no rank. I don't care. I know you guys are pros. But first of all, I cannot react like the way you guys react. You guys are way too freaking fast. It's like you drank 5 freaking Red Bulls, and I'm trying to go ahead and catch up to you guys. And once I go inside the freaking building, you guys already killed everybody. I said, there's no point. There's no point to play with you guys. Screw that.
Yeah.
I said, I'll play some unranked. Oh, man, Jeff, that's so freaking boring, man. I don't like playing unranked. I said, but at least I could have some fun. You guys, when you guys are together, it's remotely impossible. And you guys play like so top tier that I look like I'm a copper. You know, no disrespect to any coppers out there, but I'm just saying I'm like a newbie playing with these guys. It's just, I'm telling you, man, it's instead of being fun, it's stressful.
Yeah.
You know, and I could carry my weight. I'm pretty decent. You know, I'm a plat player. I've always been a plat player. I've never gone any above that. 1.4 KD on unranked, 1 point, something. You know, I've always been a 1.0, 1 point something. You know, basic. That's it.
Yeah.
And I'm on a controller on PC. Going against mouse and keyboard is not freaking easy. I have to do different type of strats. But playing with these pros, man. Oh my God. It's insane.
Yeah. That happens a lot when I play with, like, we'll full team stack in ranked, and I will, like, not even see a person. Like, I got 3 of my teammates spawn killing, and they just kill everyone, and then I'm like, bro, this isn't even fun. Like, I can't even find anybody. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
When was the first time? Do you remember the first time you got to play with a pro?
I don't know if I remember the first time, but I remember like playing against them a lot. Like, I would play, I played against like the old Obey roster with, like, Bosco. Who else was on that team? I think Skies. Like, all those guys. I played against a lot of pros when I first joined, but I don't really remember who the first one was necessarily.
So you remember playing against them, but not playing with them. And this is ranked matches, right?
Yeah, ranked matches. Okay. Yeah.
This is back before Champion rank came out, or was it after?
No, yeah, way before.
Oh, so you were back in, like, if you were a diamond, you were the freaking GOAT.
Yeah. Like 8 years ago type of thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Dang, bro.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, I remember those days.
Yeah, but it was, like, weird. But, like, back then I looked up more to, like, content creators than pros. Like, when I remember playing against, like, or, like, with Macy J, like, more than any pros or anything, just because I was, I watched those. Like, I watched him way more than I watched pros. But
yeah, man, wow. I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. For me, in my opinion, Rainbow is, like, very bittersweet to me. There's certain things that I don't like about Rainbow, and there's a lot of things that I like. And the game how it was 8 years ago versus now, yes, it did a lot of improvement. It did a lot of good things. But there's some things that I just can't tolerate. And I'm going to give you an example, and you can either agree or disagree.
Gotcha.
We all hate cheaters, right?
Terrible.
We all hate cheaters. Why? Because cheaters use wall hacks. A lot of them use wall hacks. You'll see the replay. They'll follow you right behind the brick wall, and then they just wait. And as soon as you count, poof,
can't
headshot.
stand it. Ruins it.
But then why does frickin' Rainbow UB has legal wall hackers in their games? I frickin' hate it.
Yeah.
You know,
they need to get like Riot level anti-cheat, like a Valorant. It's like a Vanguard where it like pretty much gets access to like what's going on in your PC. Like that's the only successful anti-cheat there really is like out there. Like if you look at any of the games, like it has to have, like, yes, it violates a little bit more of your privacy, which stinks, but like I'll take that any day over the state of the game now, you know.
Well, that's the cheating part. What I'm talking about is the ones that they have operators that legally you could basically wall hack. I'm gonna give you a perfect example.
Like Deimos.
I in my opinion, I believe, this is my opinion, they should ban Deimos, Jackal, anyone that you could see behind walls. They should just automatically have those bans in any major. That's my opinion. Why? Gotcha. I saw on this previous SI, course, it was Team FaZe versus Falcons, and there was a moment that I captured. I said, man, FaZe is just using freaking Deimos like crazy. So Shaiko was stuck. He was by himself. They didn't know where he's at until guess what? They used Deimos. Oh, there you go. They saw him, kill him. There's like no point. Now, I'm sure if they didn't have Deimos, he would have probably won. He would have clutched it and beat them. Because then they have to rely on skill, tactics, audio, shadows, everything in order to find him. But they have Deimos. Oh, there he is. He's on the second floor. He's on this section over here. Oh, okay. Then everybody rushes in and kills him. I mean, unfortunately, I don't see gentleman's agreement happen too much on Rainbow. I did see gentleman's agreement happen a lot in Halo. And a couple of my buddies that are Halo pros, they will do during the tournaments, they'll shake hands and they'll do gentleman's agreement. We won't use this weapon because they know that weapon is so OP. So they'll do a gentleman's agreement. Nobody uses that weapon during the tournament. I really wish they would do that with on Rainbow because I just don't find it fair, man. That's me. That's like, once again, it's my opinion.
Yeah.
What do you see when I mean, you're a pro. I mean, you're going to have to use everybody, but you got shields. Now, thank God they're going to make an operator that could counter shields because I hate that's another thing. It's like, come on, take off the shields. Let's see how good you are, man. But when I see pros going a lot with Deimos, going a lot with either Jackal, and I just like, why? I just don't know, man. What's your thought on that?
I mean, there's so many operators that are like overpowered. Like, yeah, like Deimos is annoying, but like at the end of the day, you have like mute to counter it. You have vigil. You have as well, if you know what they're running Deimos, you can kind of consolidate with your teammates like more. So if you're getting tracked, just don't play out on an island then. Like you give that Shaiko example. Like if you're out on an island hiding in a corner, maybe you deserve to get Deimos tracked and hunted down. That's my thoughts on it. Maybe like, play vigil, play mute, etc. But like Deimos is very good. I agree. But you also have operators like Ying. Ying is OP. Glaz is OP. Grim is OP. Shields are OP. So it's like, kind of everything's overpowered to an extent, especially when
shotguns are OP.
Yeah, and when you're using like teamwork and you have 5 players that know how to work together and you have good strategy, like I think it's just the way the game is. Like if they wanted to nerf everything and make everything like kind of like not that good and kind of like make the game more bare bones, they could, but I think it's too far gone in terms of overpoweredness. Like they'd have to nerf really a lot of operators if they wanted more of that. Like I think you're probably a player that resonates with more like the bare bones siege. Like you want just like walls open, you want drones out, you want fair gunfights,
yes.
which is kind of what siege used to be more. But
I main Frost. I main Zero. I use Zero like crazy because I like even Valkyrie, and I'll use Capcan. And it's like when I'm playing. And I tell these players, they see Capcan, they automatically switch to Twitch. And I'm like, dude, don't do that. Use those cap traps in our favor. Use Bravo. Fine. You could counter. Those are kind of simple. But my thing is when you see somebody behind and you could track them because you don't know where they're at, but then now you can see where they're at behind walls. That's the only thing that I just like, man, it punches my gut, So, and it's like, and then the shotguns are like,
I have a question. Why don't you think like mute, like Tuberau or Vigil are a counter to Deimos then? Because you said Brava for Capcan. It's kind of like, that's where the strategy kind of like comes in. Once you realize teams are abusing certain operators, you got to like, as a pro player, you got to adjust to that or kind of play that game.
Yeah. I mean, there's only one mute. I mean, you do get 4 jammers. You just got to walk on top of it.
Yeah.
But then again, you got your other teammates that they're not near sometimes because you got a lot of people, they roam, and you got several supporters that are just defending objective. I mean, I just don't know. For me, I just find it kind of like unfair. The only person that could see track people behind walls is Cavi. And if she needs to literally grab somebody and knife them and then gives everybody's location out. So I just don't, for me, I just really wish, I don't know, man. It's like, it's very personal. I just kind of wish those operators wouldn't be on tournaments. Okay, if they were banned during majors, okay, would you think to yourself, that you would have won more majors, or you would have won several majors without those operators being around?
I mean, you can't really say because it's kind of an even playing field. It's just whoever like can adapt to that meta, the best, and kind of whoever fits that meta best. Because you look like anytime there's a major change to operator or map pool changes, kind of different teams get better, even teams you wouldn't expect. Because you take like let's take M80 for example. When they won, actually it was Beast Coast. When Beast Coast won the first major in Manchester, nobody expected them to win that major like at all. And kind of the way they did it was they just like were really good at abusing the meta. And if you asked anybody before that tournament, what is Beast Coast gonna win? Like almost nobody would have said yes. But like they adapted to the meta well and kind of like abused that. So it's kind of like a hard question to ask or to answer, like, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Because like it's not like Deimos will be banned and then like it's just, it would be an even playing field, and whoever adapts to that the best. I'm not sure because we abuse it as well. I'm not like all the teams abuse all the broken ops. Like we're all trying to win. So
yeah, that is so true.
Yeah,
that is so true. Even I noticed on this one, FaZe was using the heck out of Chills and Deimos.
Yeah.
Like every single round. I mean, like, and I would just scream, ban Deimos, ban them, ban freaking shields. But there's so much you could ban.
Yeah,
You
just
could
3
ban certain
shields. You only
shields,
get
but
3
you can't
bans.
ban.
There's 3 shields.
Yeah, I know.
You're
So
like,
it's like,
and then you got Deimos, Glaz, Ying, Dokubi up still, all that.
oh yeah, it's like you got Dokubi on top
Dokubi's
of that.
annoying, bro. They are nerfing her. I'm pretty sure, so that's good. But that's another one.
Dokubi, yeah. I mean, Dokubi's annoying, but I could turn it off,
Yeah,
just hide and relocate
yeah,
but at least you could hear whereabouts, but you
yeah,
can't see where I'm at. You'll
yeah,
see like a little red, dot. Like,
yeah.
damn, just frustrates me, man.
I know. Siege will do that to you.
Yeah. I mean, I see some pros, how they counter and how they fight against these guys, and I was like, oh man, you make it look kind of easy going against demons or going against, Monty on shields and stuff.
Yeah,
But I mean, you guys are so used to it because this is what you guys do. You're dedicated to it.
yeah,
But, I just feel kind of bad that sometimes what I see is somebody using a shotgun. They're mute or something. They have that shotgun and they're like freaking far away. Boom. Headshot. I'm like, dude, you're in the other side of the map and your shotgun is just as powerful and has the same range as Callie's rifle. Get the heck out of here. Bro, I hate that, man, when that happens to me. I'm one side of the map and I'm like, this isn't even fair. How can these shotguns have the same performance as Callie's rifle?
Mhm.
It's like, God. I think this year they're going to do a lot of nerfing. I think they're going to do a lot of adjustments. They're going to kind of like balance everything out. As far as I know, I mean.
I think they're leaning more into buffs than nerfs. They're making everything like pretty strong, is what I've heard.
Really? It's like everybody in
like
the equal playing field?
It's gonna be like Modern Warfare 2. Like everything's kind of like overpowered. Like,
oh, okay. So they're going that route.
Yeah.
Because when I was watching the tournament and they were talking, Joshua Mills, I think Mills, yeah. They were talking about the new ops and how to counter. Now there's a new op coming out to counter shield. I was like, thank God, man.
Yeah.
Thank God. But then those fanatic shield users, they're gonna we're gonna ban that op.
Yeah.
It's like, damn it. Because now once you're going in with Blackbeard, you're going to get doomed because this thing goes right through the shields and explodes. My question is, does it kill the person immediately or does it just injure them, brings them down to the ground? That's my curiosity. That's going to be, one of the things I really would like to know.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure. To be honest, I haven't seen much of the new op, so I couldn't tell you.
But you saw the video clip, right?
Nah.
You didn't get to see the video clip of the new op?
No, I didn't. I saw the one with like the iPad, the new one that's like already out or whatever on the test server. I didn't see the shield counter one though.
No, they did this little anime, this cartoon. It was brief, like 7 seconds long or 10 seconds long. And it just shows like the shields coming in, walking in, and the shields like clink, 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 and they put the shields forward, and comes this little, this little anime op and just points at the shields and throws like this bullet, and it's like really big, and it just stucks on the shields and it explodes and kills the operator.
Oh dang.
And then he like turns around and all the other shields, like they drop their shields and start running because he start killing them. Gotcha. And I was like, when they showed that video clip at SI, all the fans were just like screaming, going off. Yeah. Yeah, this is what we want. Finally. Yeah. You come in with freaking Monty. I gotta use this, so. That's what I see. I kind of know if a team is going shields, I'm going to go Capcan. This one way or the other, I've got to kill tell these people. You know, I got one time I did a triple kill because there was this team that were using Monty. They'll come in with Monty. They will come in with what was this other Blackbeard, and I don't remember if it was Fuse or somebody. They went in shields, and I put the 3 cap traps to make sure they eliminate. So they try to rush in, and they try to rush in all 3 at the same time, coming in through this door. And I had the traps there and got a triple kill. Those people were ticked off, man.
That's crazy.
You mother. I said, thank you. I love you too. All right, but you might want to get a Band-Aid for that. You know, just to say. You might need to get a Band-Aid to help you out. Oh, man. So, Fultz, what is it you're doing now that you're free agent, man? You're still looking? I mean, you're looking for an org, or what's going on?
Yeah, I'll be still playing. I mean, that's all I can really say. I'll still be playing. Yeah. Well,
I know a lot of times, like we all know, that usually when you're out, you're getting in tryouts. So I mean, you know, so it's kind of the thing. I just hope on my end, and I know a lot of fans want you to continue because you're still young. You're really, really good, and I know sooner or later you're gonna get picked up, man, in no freaking time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know,
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hopefully it gets. I can publicly say some stuff soon, but
yeah, no, you're good. You don't have to publicly say anything. I mean, that's you can't. I mean,
but stay tuned. It'll be good.
Something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Do you stream?
I used to stream a lot back in the day, but I haven't for really the last 2 or 3 years. But I'm gonna try to get back into that, especially with just kind of the game stability is a little shaky right now, so I kind of want to use that chance to build out my own brand. So hopefully this year I can get some more streams up, but kind of just depends on what my schedule looks like. It is pretty busy, being a pro player, so I'll try to manage that the best I can and then go from there.
Okay, awesome, man. I hope you stream, man, because I believe you would do good. Yeah. And I encourage every pro player to stream because there's going to come a time that you're going to be like, okay, this is it. Look at Bolo, you know.
Yeah.
Reached to his career. He made the money. He won his majors, did what he had to do, and now he could just continue streaming and keep on making money.
Yeah.
And your name would always live on.
Yeah.
You know?
100%.
Question, I see some skateboards on your wall, man. You're a skateboard fan?
No, I'm not. That's completely poser of me. I just got
He's a poser, guys.
I'm a poser. Yeah, I'm a poser. No, I got
I'm like, dude, really? I know a professional skateboarder. I said,
no, I'm a poser. Yeah, I just like the way they look hanging up and
those look sweet.
Thank you. Yeah, my brother just got me an opportunity to get them and I was like, sure. So yeah, that's kind of the lore on those. I've had a couple people ask me that. And I always have to tell them I'm a poser.
Hey man, I gotta give it to you. I tip my hat off to you, man, because at least you say it. You know, not everybody admits it. You're a truthful person.
Thank you.
Very truthful. And now some of the fans, I'm sure they will want to know, what does Fultz use? What do you use for keyboard?
Keyboard, I'm using Wooting. I think Wooting's the best keyboard company in the world right now. That's my opinion. I think they're dominating. I think they're ahead of the curve.
You think they beat Ducky?
Yeah, they beat Ducky.
They beat Ducky. Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys, a lot of fans don't know that a lot of these pro players, they don't use what you think they're using.
What,
They're
Ducky?
Yeah, well, no, they would think they go to Walmart and they get the most expensive Logitech or, oh, I got this one. I got a Logitech. They're like, listen, dude, they're not using that.
No.
You know, no.
Mm-mm.
They'll use a Woody or they'll use a Ducky, but
some
the majority
Steel Series, stuff like that. Yeah, I would say Steel Series, the Apex one is really popular. Wooting's really popular, and then other than that, it's kind of random. to be honest, what people use. And then Logitech dominates mice, and then mouse pads is like either Artisan, Steel Series, some, or like maybe Logitech as well. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but
Now, what mouse do you use?
I use a Superlight too. I want to try the new Logitech. I think it's called the Strike Pack or something like that. They just came out with it. Basically, the tech they invented was like, you know how like keyboards have actuation now? Like you can go into the app of the keyboard and like change the setting of how hard it is to press down each key. They pretty much added that same technology into the mice. So like you can change the pressure that's needed, or like the distance that's needed to click down and for your mouse to register that. Which is like a huge advantage for like, you know, DMRs or stuff like that. It'll allow you to shoot faster or whatever. But yeah, right now it's the Superlight 2 Logitech.
There's a mouse. I'm trying to find it. What was the name of it? It's a weird name. I don't know. It's WL mouse? No. It had a weird name. Man. It was popular quite a few years ago. They're very expensive.
Final mouse?
Which one?
Final? The Final mouse? Does it have like a weird like design on the outside? Like hollow?
Yes. Oh, yeah. You're right. Final mouse.
Mm-hmm. One of my teammates uses that.
Okay. They still use those?
Mm-hmm.
They're like
they're still pretty popular. They are
and
expensive.
Very hard to get.
They are very expensive. Yes. You are right.
Yeah,
they're
Final mouse.
Yeah. Some people like them, but I don't know. It's like they're very light and have a weird like texture to them. So it's kind of like hit or miss if you like it or not. People either love them or they hate them, type of thing.
It's like one of those things. Yeah, either you love it or you don't.
Yeah.
I like to feel like I have a little bit of weight to it because I feel I have some control.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm. A lot of that stuff depends on like how you grip the mouse, honestly. Like if you're more of like if people play like palm more, like where they're gripping like the whole mouse, usually like they'll like either a right-handed mouse or something a little bit bigger. But if you play like claw, like more like this, like where they kind of claw the mouse, then that's where you kind of like those lighter mice, so you can kind of just like flick around like this. So that's how I view it, at least, is like it's kind of how dependent on how you grip the mouse naturally.
Yeah, I have a buddy of mine. I mean, you know who he is, Achieve.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, he has a freaky grip.
Yes, he was telling me about that. I'm like, dude, I thought, does your fingers freaking bleed?
Yeah, he has a crazy grip.
Yeah, he said, I grab it like this and it does hurt. You know, I was like, what? Then don't do that.
Yeah.
So that's the only way I could play. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Really nice guy.
He is. I like him. I honestly miss him being in the scene.
Yeah,
he kind of like disappeared off like the face of the earth once he left. Like I haven't heard anything about him really. But
I still keep in contact with him.
Oh, okay. I hope he's
exchanging numbers. Yeah.
Gotcha. I hope he's doing well.
He's really, really cool guy.
He is a cool dude.
I'm like trying to reach out, bring him back on the pod. He came in when the podcast used to be Dr. VTech, the Dr. VTech show.
Mm.
And then I had to make some changes and then I switched it to the esports lounge podcast. And then I had to switch it again. Then I put into Rascals Lounge Podcast. And I said, that's it. I'm done. I'm not going to change the name no more.
Yeah.
I'm done. Super made fun of me because of it. It's like, I wonder what name you're going to change it now, Jeff. Like, Super, this is it. I'm not going to change it no more, man.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was funny. He was just roasting me, you know. So I'm like, okay. Oh, man. Well, brother, man, it's one more thing. What earbuds do you use?
I use what are these called? Let me get an answer for you real quick. Just bear with me. They're like Truthy or something. I'm gonna get the exact name.
Okay.
And they're pretty cheap. They're only like $50-$60.
Really?
Yeah.
And they give you good, accurate sound and everything?
Yeah. A lot of pros use these ones.
Get the heck out of here.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Here you go. Yeah, they're called. I'll put it in, or I'll just send it to you on Twitter just in case you need to.
Oh, okay.
In case anybody wants to know, but yeah, they're like $65 for the new ones. And they work really well with Siege sound. I can vouch for that. And in terms of like other games, I'm not sure. But Siege's sound is pretty simple. Like you don't want a bunch of bass. You kind of just want to be able to hear like, footsteps and stuff like that. So
oh, okay. True there. Nice. See, I always thought you got to get the Shure brands.
Shure brands are really, really popular. I have used those. But they're like, some of them, like, I know the default ones are like $200-$300, and then there's some that are even like $2,000. Like, they get really crazy. But I always had them break on me. Like, they would break after like 6 months to a year, and like, after paying $200-$300, I'm like, I just got these.
Come to a point that these $60 one are very sweet.
Yeah, and like I think it was Doki-san, Doki for G2. He was the one that put me onto him, and I was like, yeah, I mean, I'll give it a shot. And then I think a couple of my teammates.
Doki is cool as heck. He's a nice guy.
I love Doki. Yeah, he's so funny. I love just listening to him talk with his accent. Like the Scottish accent kills me. He's just a funny witty dude.
Oh yeah, he's a character. He's another one we keep in contact, and I'm like, dude, you got to come to the podcast. I don't give a crap, man. Yeah. You're my favorite G2 player.
Yeah.
You need to come on, man. I need to have you on. He's like, okay, one of these days, man. It's like, oh God, Doki, just hurry up and come on.
Yeah.
Have some fun.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, man. Well, I hope you get back to streaming. I hope you do something, man. Have the fans get to see you, because I mean, I will always know you because of Space Station.
Yeah.
Isn't that the only team you're with? It's
the only pro team I've been with. Yeah.
Wow. It's like you got that fingerprint on you,
Yeah.
You always be known. It's like Bolo. Everybody knows Bolo. Oh, TSM.
Yeah.
And I'm buddies as well with Merc, and it's like Merc Chief. Everybody knows TSM. And Merc came to play with Wildcard at one time. But no matter where you go, everybody's going to associate you with the team they know you best. That you played the long. Yeah.
Yeah.
They know you. Okay, yeah, I know Merc. Yeah, it's TSM. Bolo, TSM. That's all you hear. Like with you, Ashen, everybody's going to know Space Station.
Yeah.
Space Station.
Yep.
Wow, man.
Well, I'll try to get some more streams up. I did stream like the FET tourney over the weekend. I don't know if you heard about that. They had like a little 10K like creator cup, and I did stream that. I got my ass handed to me, but that happens.
Really?
Yeah. They did like a little like it was kind of like they did like 4 captains with like different pro players, and you just kind of like picked just one by one different players. But I got absolutely hammered, but it was fun.
Who hosted that?
FET.
Oh, FET. Okay, yeah. I know who he is.
Yeah.
FET, he's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting character. But I know FET because of he used to coach reality TV.
Oh, geez, that's a throwback.
Yeah. So back then it was Gavini, Packer, and couple of guys, and I just know all of those crews.
Mm-hmm.
Because actually I became friends with Packer, and because of Packer, and through Packer, that's how I got well known in the R6 community. Yeah, I was lots of Packer, man. Jaden is such a phenomenal guy.
Mm-hmm.
Young guy, very funny, and through him, I got to where I'm at.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it's a my story is a long story, but on the R6 side, it was because of him.
That's proper.
Yeah, it's crazy. I started modding. That's how everything started. Modded for one pro, modded for this pro, and then all of a sudden,
That's how it happens.
Yeah, modded like for 30 pros.
That's how it happens.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, but everything's through Packer. Yeah, reality TV. And then Fett was the coach, and I remember they won a tournament. They went undefeated and freaking won.
Yeah.
They had Mr. B. You know who Mr. B is?
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna tell you a little story about Mr. B. One time I told Mr. B, and this is way before, I said, Mr. B, bro, follow me on X. Because I want to show somebody that you follow me. Because it was a little bit of a bragging right. So tell some friends that I know that live near me and they play Rainbow. They know who Mr. B was. So I said, Mr. B, if you follow me, can you do that? You know, because I was going to show and say, hey, look, Mr. B follows me. And you know what he said? He said, nah, I only follow pros. I said, you freaking goof, man. Fine, forget it. And then I think he kind of like forgot about it. And then all of a sudden we became friends. He followed me. I invited him on the podcast. He came on the podcast. And then I start showing all my buddies. I told you. Oh my God, he followed you. What? He was on your pod? I'm like, yeah. And then they all believe me. But he told me, oh, I only follow pros. I was like, Mr. B, just shut up, man. Such a nice guy, talented, really good. And I noticed when they were playing together, they did the best.
Yeah, Gaveni was absolutely nasty back then. I remember, like that's kind of how he got known enough to be like picked up on Dark Zero right after that, because he was just going off on reality TV.
Yeah. Do you ever feel kind of like concerned now that you don't have your same group of people? I mean, you've been playing with Space Station for how many years?
It's like 6.5, 7 years. Yeah, but it's always been different rosters. You know, I've had a bunch of different rosters. So, I think the biggest thing that like call out like my coach taught me was really just like, as long as the culture's set and you have a good like coaching staff around you, like, you know, you can make it work with really any type of squad, like as long as you have that foundation set. And I have confidence in that, and I have confidence in myself as like an IGL to be able to.
Dude, I mean, you're a freaking goat, man. You're freaking good. I mean, I don't know, if I was ever to face you, I'd just rather just like hit that surrender button. Surrender, you son of a surrender. I beat you to it.
No. We need a proper fight.
I'll click that surrender. I said, I told you I won. I surrendered before you did. Break the PC in half or something. I just can't take it. I can't go against Fultz. Oh, man. Yeah, because IGL, that's one of, I think it's the hardest freaking role there is, man.
It's tough.
Just really tough.
Yeah. You got to focus on a lot more than just your own gameplay. But
the map knowledge is insane.
Yeah.
On an IGL, a person that knows how to do it, their map knowledge is like, there's one person I played with it, and he's not a pro, but his map knowledge and the way he IGLs is like so much in detail.
Yeah.
You use Zero a lot, or you don't use Zero?
No, I don't use Zero too much.
A lot of pros don't, but I was think an IGL would probably like prefer to go Zero because it will spread out those cameras all over the place and just start giving intel like crazy. You know, I mean, I love to give intel and just like tell everybody, okay, this person's here, this person there. I just set out the camera. Somebody told me, how the heck you know? I said, well, I'm using Zero. So I'm spreading out these cameras all over the place and put them on the, on the bottom, because usually when they get pinged, they automatically look up, if it's a drone or what, but, but that's what I do, but.
Gotcha.
Well, buddy, I know time is of essence, and I know you got things to do, man, but I want to thank you so much for coming on, man. Such an honor.
Of course. Thank you for having me. It was cool to chat.
You see, it was fun, man. It was easy. Now you can say you were in the first time on a podcast and on the Rascals Lounge podcast with all the great other pros and
Mm-hmm.
now you be part of the legend group that has been on. So
Yeah, no, I appreciate you having me, and I appreciate kind of giving me the chance just to let the fans know a little bit more about me. That's something I'm wanting to do more this year, and yeah, I
yeah.
appreciate you giving me that opportunity. I had a good time.
Oh yeah, awesome, man. Yeah, phenomenal. And trust me, this won't be the first or the last time. I'll make sure you come back again and do some repeats. Um, a good buddy of mine, you probably know him, Summit 1G.
You know him?
Yeah,
Oh
he was
wow,
on my podcast.
for real?
Yeah,
You had
yeah,
Summit on?
yeah.
Nuh-uh. That's
Heck yeah,
crazy. Summit's a
yeah,
legend, bro.
yeah. Summit, yeah, good buddy. We'll be DMing. He follows me on X, and we were. It's funny. Let me just real quick, because I know you got to go on, but Summit was playing with a buddy of mine that's a Halo pro,
Okay.
a semi-pro. I'm sorry,
Okay.
and very well known. And I told my buddy, "You're playing with Summit 1G." I said, "I heard of the name, but I could,
Dude, he's
yeah, I didn't know
gaming
how big
legend.
he was."
Oh yeah.
So I go into Summit 1G's channel. I follow and I say, "Hey, listen, I know this guy. Who do you want to play with Renegade as well?" I say, I know all the pros I know a lot of pro players on Halo. So he reads my message and he's like talking to me like on a, like he's reading the chat and talking while he was playing. And I said, listen, I'll DM you. I'll give you some information. We could go through it. And he goes ahead and follows me. And we just been in contact, since then.
That's sweet.
And then I reached out to him. I said, hey, listen, want to come on to the podcast? Because of him, I was like 30-some countries. I had listeners in 30-some countries. Because of him, it went up to over 70-plus countries.
Wow.
Yeah, the
That's so
ranges were.
sweet.
He was like, you're going to see what's going to happen now. And all of a sudden, I'm getting people from all over Switzerland, New England, New Zealand. I'm like, who the heck in New Zealand is listening to me? Russia. I'm like, what the heck? So it expanded really, really, really big. And then I've been getting tons of emails from different, players to come on, and also from different fields. And that's what made me kind of switch from esports to go in general to become more like a Joe Rogan style podcast. Joe Rogan, yes, all his he brings in a lot of UFC fans and UFC fighters, because he's he knows them all. And it's like me, I know a lot of pro players, so I bring a lot. And then I just bring, different people. I bring doctors, I bring musicians, I'll bring, anybody else. I don't care now. I don't stick to one genre, because I had a musician once that was going to come onto my podcast, and he said, dude, I just feel kind of like uncomfortable and it feels weird. I'm a musician and I'm on an esports podcast. He says it doesn't make sense. It doesn't click to me. And I'm like, dude, really? And I can't mention his name, but he's very well known. And he just felt kind of like weird about it. He's like, nah, I'll pass. And that right there, like, oh no. So I said, you know what? Somebody came to me and said, listen, why don't you just convert your podcast into like a Joe Rogan style? Yeah. Joe Rogan brings everybody.
Yeah, widens your horizons.
Yeah, it brings everybody.
Yeah. So
I said, you know what? Not a bad idea. I'll do that.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. And then it's just helped out a lot. But yeah, Summit is very, very humble.
Yeah, I've got that vibe from him.
He doesn't care if you're popular or how many followers you have. He is super humble, very humble. He didn't care. And I said, dude, I'm not that famous. He says, don't worry about it, man. I don't care. I'll come on your podcast. Let's do it. Screw it. Let's have fun.
That's sweet.
Like, really? He said, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, so okay, cool. Fine. I said, dude. Yeah. So he's gonna do a revisit pretty soon. So we're just waiting. I'm gonna wait till the right timing, and he's gonna come back on the pod. Yeah, you should listen to it. It's good. It's a good episode.
Gotcha.
It's pretty cool.
Will do.
Well, folks, let everybody know your socials and where they can find you. Twitch page, Instagram, whatever you got. Go ahead. Stage is yours, man.
Cool. So yeah, my X is just at Fultz. That's FULTZ. Same thing with Twitch, just at Fultz. Twitch.tv/Fultz. And then Instagram is just the @ symbol, FultzR6. Those are the main 3 platforms I really use. So you guys can find me on there. Hopefully I can get some streams up, some more content going. But if not, you'll at least be able to follow like my esports like professional journey at a bare minimum. And then yeah, that's pretty much it.
Phenomenal. Thank you so much, Alex. Thank you. May God bless you. And
God bless.
I know you have a bright future ahead of you, and I know God's going to use you, and you know, good things are going to happen. Good things are going to happen.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay, folks. You know what time it is. Till next time, don't forget to follow the brother. Thank you for tuning in. Till next time, God bless. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to this episode on the Rascals Lounge podcast, and please don't forget to follow us on X and on your favorite podcast platform.